Hey everyone, I just wanted to wish everybody involved with Circus Vampire at Old Sturbridge Village a very happy preview night and an even happier opening night tomorrow. I hope you guys have an awesome run, and I had such a blast being a part of Circus Vampire last year. I miss performing with all of you. So I've got a day off today, and I've been meaning to do some searching for some new rep for the old audition book. I thought it might be fun to start with some spooky musicals today. So I'm on my way to the racquetball court where I do all my juggling practice. I'm gonna put on some spooky Broadway tunes, and I'll see what I can find. So during this training session, I was working on my 6-ball pattern along with some club juggling. So I listened through all sorts of spooky Broadway tunes, from Jekyll and Hyde to Dracula to Evil Dead the musical. That one's a lot of fun. To stick with the vampire theme, I decided to sing from Dracula today. There are 2 songs I was considering: Your Love Keeps Me Alive and the finale. So eventually I got to practicing my 6-ball pattern. So this is like 5 solid minutes of me trying to get it. In the end, it wasn't working for me. I only ended up getting 1 singular flash, so I decided to move on to other things. So today I also challenged myself to improvise a long, complicated combo without dropping once. I've decided on doing the finale from Frank Wildhorn's 2004 Dracula the musical, keeping on the vampire theme. I had never heard this show before. It's pretty good. The melodies are really interesting. The lyrics, the jury's still out. So my plan is to get some lunch and then to do some research on the show.
Ich bin da, weil du mich liebst. Denk daran in dieser Stunde.
You keeps me alive, then how can leaving me be right? You know, that nagging man bullshit.
So yes, after going back and forth, I think that I've decided on learning Loving You Keeps Me Alive. The lyrics are not super active, so it may not be the best audition song, but I think it might work for very specific things. Frankly, it's the sort of music that I grew up singing. I loved learning these like big soaring melodies with like these big super dramatic stakes. It's very mega musical. In fact, this is probably one of the most mega musical songs I've ever learned. Start learning it and we'll see how it goes. Loving you cannot be as true. I got this karaoke track. It's gonna plunk out my melody for me. Whispering your name, if loving you keeps me alive, turn back and let me love you. Just thinking about shaping the song here. So the lyrics, they're all about just possession. The first time I set eyes on you, I knew I'd never be the same. I never knew I'd get such pleasure whispering your name. It's not anything about her, it's about him getting pleasure from her. For that, I think that the lyric succeeds in just showing how perverse the relationship is. It's a creepy lyric, I'll give it that for sure. Think again before you leave me. It's almost like a threat. You're wasting time pretending you belong to him. Come to your senses. It's all like demanding and imperative. This is the part where he just starts to dive into exactly what's gonna happen. In your heart forever, you'll be a part of me. Literally living inside of him, and she's gonna have a part of him inside of her. That's also something that's referenced in Bat Boy too. Now I can live inside your heart. Art, yeah, that one. yeah. He says, you've talked yourself into believing he's the one. Such wild pretenses, just throwing it off. It's a done deal for him. So I've also learned that this song was originally a solo number for Dracula. But in the subsequent production in Vienna, they rearranged some stuff and they turned this one into a trio. And I think it works a lot better. The lyrics are a little bit less intense when it's in a trio. I think it sort of mellows the edge of the lyrics a little bit. This is in Act 1. Every single song in this show is like huge. Okay, so stylistically, I'm gonna keep it in the mega musical style, but I wanted to explore some new colors today. When I hear mega musicals, I love a little bit of texture in the voice, especially on a big passionate high note, just a little bit of friction in the voice just to give it some added just guttural strength. One of my first experiences seeing a mega musical was the 2005 production of Phantom in Vegas with Anthony Crivello. He really effectively uses that texture in his voice, like that sort of growl that he does. He does it a lot in the 10th anniversary of Les Mis as Grunter and in Spider-Woman, the 94 cast recording. So I want to be really specific where I put this vocal texture. I want to put it at the emotional climax of the song, or at least this cut. I want to do that on the final turn back and let me love you. Just give that moment a real emotional gut punch, and then just let it just release that tension for the last high note. Then how can leaving me be right? Turn back. Yeah, that's fine. So I think I'm gonna try a couple of things. Breath. Stay with me and let us dance into the night. I could also just do the typical into the night. I don't want to do that. I want to keep the line of that sentence going, so I'm gonna try. You know, let's see. And let us dance into the night. Oh shit. That's a very, very long note.
Loving you keeps me alive. Think again before you leave me. His love cannot be as true as the love I offer you. You're wasting time pretending you belong to him. Come to your senses. Loving you keeps me alive. I'll be in your heart forever, and you'll be a part of me from now till eternity. You've talked yourself into believing he's the one. Such wild pretenses. The first time I set eyes on you, I knew I'd never be the same. I never knew I'd get such pleasure whispering your name. If loving you keeps me alive, then how can leaving me be right? Turn back and let me love you. Stay with me and let us dance into the night. Life I lead. You are the love, the only love I'll ever need. The first time I set eyes on you, I knew I'd never be the same. I never knew I'd get such pleasure whispering your name. If love